What if leadership position isn't your next step, but your biggest distraction? My name is Jafar and this is the HR Diary, where every week we shape better organizations. You might have heard of the Peter Principle. It comes from a satirical book from the 60s and says everyone gets promoted to their level of incompetence. So how does it usually play out? Imagine an extraordinary engineer in a company without a strong people development process. Because she excels technically, she gets promoted to manager. She's no longer doing what she does best. Her job is now to manage and lead people, which, in most cases, she's not prepared for. That's the Peter Principle at work. Your colleague got petered, promoted to their level of incompetence. Because she was excellent in her domain, the company assumed she's going to be a great leader as well. Natural, right? It follows a similar logic to because she's a great swimmer, she's going to be an amazing painter. Now, managing and leading is not an innate talent, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Forget about born leaders. It takes practice, training, and ideally, good coaches and mentors. And of course, we should stretch people, even catapult them out of their comfort zone, but it has to be done with support, if catapulting can be done with support. This is the company's responsibility, to create the right scaffolding around us for the time when we are a construction site. I've met and sat down with many young colleagues, impatient and itchy to become team leaders. But when you dig deeper, you discover that the only reason is career acceleration. Faster growth, bigger title, wider scope, and yes, fatter paycheck. That mindset is dangerous. I know that some of you will say it's a romantic notion, but I'm convinced that leadership, at its core, isn't about personal gain. It's about inspiring action, scaling impact, and above all, creating an environment where others can grow, plus your personal gain. So before chasing a title, pause and ask, why do you want to lead? Is it because you feel ready to multiply your impact? Or is it the only visible way to grow? Many careers stall because people chase the version of success designed for someone else. And growth isn't vertical by definition. It can be deeper, wider, richer, but only if we stop treating leadership positions as the default next step. But again, the problem is twofold. In most big organizations, expert career paths hit a ceiling quite fast. Financial recognition still flows towards leadership roles. And historically, this bias to a point made sense. During the rise of industrial factories, most blue-collar work was repetitive, centered around the conveyor belts. Managers had to plan, organize, and optimize the collective output. Their cognitive load was higher, and the compensation frameworks were built accordingly. That legacy stuck, anchoring rewards to managers' responsibility rather than to technical expertise of equal value. There are many techniques and many ideas on how to tackle this. Startups sometimes balance this out with stock options. Other companies ensure that experts have a share in yearly bonuses dependent on the company's performance. Some modern companies go even further. Google's technical track, for instance, allows experts to reach compensation levels that are equivalent to or sometimes exceeding traditional management roles. But the lion's share of organizations still haven't explored these options fully or are unwilling to do so. The truth is, the Peter Principle isn't just about people promoted to their level of incompetence. It's about bad systems and wrong choices. A good signal that your company is taking these matters seriously is one, it's open about the level of your position in so-called job architecture and the financial brackets that come with it, which means that you can immediately understand if your total compensation is below the market, on or above the market. Organizations need to design better paths for growth, and individuals need to learn when not to climb for the sake of climbing. Leadership should be a choice, not the only route to recognition. So before you chase the next title, pause and rethink your growth strategy. Ask yourself what kind of impact you really want to have and how you want to grow to get there. And if you're part of a company that says, hey, people are our greatest asset, test that statement. Ask your HR and your leader, what does our expert path look like? Because until we design systems that reward both mastery and leadership, we will keep petering our best people. If you want to go deeper in the topic of how to design your career, check out my video Talent Development and Career Growth Explained. If you enjoyed this one, join me on the HR Diary. Subscribe and click the like button. It will help this message reach others who care about the same things. Stay curious. HR out.